So for today's video, I'm going to be going into just present tense, regular AR verbs, and the conjugation of them. And then at the end of the video, I'll include some practice for the regular AR verbs as well. Okay, so I'm going to go into how to conjugate regular AR verbs. So the endings for AR verbs is O for the yo form, as for the to form, a for the el, usted form, amos for the nosotros, nosotras form, ice with an accent on the A for vosotros, vosotras form, and then it's an for ellos, ellas, ustedes. If you are unclear on what an AR verb is, it is a verb that ends with AR, and if the verb ends with AR, then you conjugate it like I showed in the beginning. So an example of an AR verb is hablar, and like I said, you know it's an AR verb as it ends in an AR. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you would conjugate hablar, an AR verb. So when you conjugate, you write down this part and then you drop the AR and put in the conjugation endings. So for example, in the yo box, I would write HABL and then I would put the ending for the yo form O. So it would be hablo. Then for the to form, I would do the same thing. I would write the HABL because when you conjugate, you just drop the ending and you put the new ending that fits the subject pronoun. And in case you forgot, the subject pronoun is just yo, to, la, usted. So anyways, to get back to what we're doing, for the to form, I wrote down the HABL, which is everything but the ending, and then for the to form, it's as. So to hablas. Then you repeat those steps, and then you write the ending. And then you keep going. So as you can see, we conjugated all of the subject forms. So I will go through them again. So it'd be yo hablo, tú hablas, él, ella, usted habla, nosotros, nosotras hablamos, vosotros, vosotras habláis, ellos, ellas, ustedes hablan. As you can see, in the beginning I showed the AR conjugation endings, and those are exactly what I wrote down, except this time I just had to add the beginning of the verb. Okay, here's another example of an AR verb, and you know it's an AR verb because it ends in AR, and this AR verb is caminar, which means to walk. And so we will follow the same steps that we did to conjugate hablar, but now the verb is just caminar, but it's still an AR verb. Okay, so if you remember with hablar, we kept repeating and writing down HABL. That is the same thing we will do with caminar. You always repeat writing the beginning of the verb and you drop the ending of the verb. So as I showed with the red highlighter, the beginning of the verb is CAMIN. And then the ending for the yo form would be O. So now you know it's yo camino. And then we'll repeat that for all of them. So if you can, pause the video and try to finish the conjugation table. So I hope you paused the video and I hope you got these answers. So I'll go through them. So it's yo camino because the O relates to this subject pronoun. And then it's tú camináis, él, ella, usted camina, nosotros, nosotras caminamos, vosotros, vosotras camináis, ellos, ellas, ustedes caminan. Here's some other examples of AR verbs that you might see in Spanish class or just in general. So I'll use the example verb that we started with, hablar, and I'll show you how it would be used in a sentence. Okay, so the sentence I talk with my dog in Spanish would be yo, because that follows the I subject pronoun, hablo, and that goes with the talk, because hablar is the verb to talk in Spanish, and I conjugate it ending in O because of the yo. So yo hablo con mi perro. This would be an example of a regular AR verb sentence. So I talk with my dog would be yo hablo con mi perro. An example with our other verb that we used as an example, caminar, I can also write another sentence. So the sentence is I do not walk outside. So I can write yo as that fits I, and then do not, this is where you have to remember you have to put the yo no. And the no always goes between the subject pronoun and the verb you conjugated, as I will show. So I'd write yo no camino, because as you remember, O fits the yo subject pronoun ending, and then afuera is just outside. So the sentence would read, yo no camino afuera. And as I mentioned, the no comes in between the subject and the verb conjugated. Okay, so here are some practice questions. So if you can, pause the video and try to conjugate necesitar in all the forms following the conjugation table. So here are the answers for when you conjugate necesitar, and I just want to reiterate. So whenever you conjugate, you keep everything except the ending, and then this ending changes depending on your subject pronoun. So here's a worksheet you can try, and I want you to pause the video and try this worksheet, and I'll post the answers. And then I just want to let you guys know that when it says beto y yo or something y yo, that's the nosotros form, because it's trying to say like you and I, which is like we. And then if it's Paco y Jose or something similar to that, or like los hombres, then you know it's like the they form, because it's a plural subject. So this should just be AR conjugation, and yeah, pause the video and try these problems out. Okay, so here are the answers, and I know that you might have not known what every verb meant, but still, the conjugation is still the same. You drop off the ending, the AR ending, and you rewrite the part that's not the ending, and then you place the conjugation ending that fits the subject pronoun. So I hope this video helped with AR present tense conjugation, and I hope the worksheet was helpful. But if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave us a comment in the comment section, and we'll try to get to it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope it helped. And also, at the end of the video, I'll post exactly what the conjugations are, and you can screenshot that so you can reuse the picture in case you do not have the endings memorized. Thank you again. So here are the endings for the AR verbs. Take a screenshot if you want. Adios!